Okay, welcome back. And as you saw by the livery, it's going to be a bit of a fun flight today. As you look at that livery, so we've got the Pornhub livery on the 787, made by Boeing, of course. I saw this livery and I thought, Joe, I'll put it on for a bit of fun. See what happens. But here we go. Okay, we're going to take off. We're going to go from LAX, Los Angeles, to San Francisco International, just up the road. It says about 50 minutes, but I'm going to edit out a lot of the nonsense. I haven't had too much time on this plane, to be honest, but it's very advanced. It's fairly new. A lot of people rave about the Dreamliner. A lot of people are phasing out their 747s and their A380s in favour of owning these. And you can see why. I mean, they're fast. The two engines. It's better for fuel, better for the environment. So you can see why I'm not really a Boeing guy. As you know, Airbus is more my thing. Yeah, it's a cracking machine. This. Imagine being on that beach now in LA or just down in town centre and you see this flying overhead. What would you think? I don't know why I put it on. It just felt like putting something like this on today. So yeah, this flight I'm going to focus on using a lot of the instruments, the autopilot, things like that. So we go to San Francisco, so just down the road. And this handles really nicely actually. This place. There we go, what an image. We've got to have a bit of fun every now and then. We can't just be too serious all the time. Okay, I've had some practice flying into San Fran. Yeah, we're just going to look at some of the instruments here. Heading, the speed.
124.9 for Cloven Bulb,
How fast the cockpit is.
Let's
stick the autopilot on for a bit. Keep it at that 250 knots. What I sort of struggle to understand about this is it says knots. If you look on the left hand side, it says knots 250, but then the speed keeps going up and down, so it's not limited to that. I'm not certain that's the right that's the right part. Or that's knots, the other thing's miles an hour. I'm just not certain. It might be miles an hour, who knows? Yeah, messing around. Auto throttle, all of that. Very nice. So yeah, just can mess around with it. 250 they say is good for like landing this. It'll set you up nicely for an approach. Speed, yeah, and the altitude they say around 7,000. 7,000 is fine for the minute. I mean, you don't need to go to 36 or something crazy like that for a short flight like this. Look up here, we got all the things up there. I don't know what they do yet. We never know what they do. I'm clever enough for that, but yeah, just enjoyed this flight. It's a great aircraft. I prefer it to the 747 actually. I was messing around with the 747 yesterday. I just could not slow it down whatsoever. The autopilot off again. I found out that the autopilot controls all those. Like you can control the altitude and the speed, but the autopilot has to be on. You can't just sort of kind of let it to its own devices. The autopilot has to be checked. I'm ready to go. So descending it a bit. I forgot if the autopilot's on or off actually. This cracking black and pink livery with certain famous websites logo on it. Can't go wrong. Flying out of Los Angeles as well. Kind of the only place that between there and Vegas, it's a place where that sort of thing would only be welcome. Pornhub Air, we'll call this, why not? Who knows what's going on inside? But like I said, we're here to have a bit of fun. And, yeah, if you like what you see on the channel, do lots of flights like this. Plenty more ideas. If you want to just hit that subscribe button for us, really helping build the channel and 11 away from 100 at the moment. So yeah, really nice just in the next few months, the next few weeks even, just to hit a ton. And if you have already subscribed, thanks very much for watching. Keep supporting the channel. And anyway you want to see me fly to, any particular type of aircraft you want to see, please do let me know, and I'll do my best to make that happen. There we go, the livery, just check it out again. Yeah, it handles really nicely this as well, the whole aircraft. I think just when you're, just in general, it's easy to kind of maneuver if you want to tilt it one way, tilt it the other, get it in line. I think it'll be, I haven't tried landing it yet, but I think it'll be fairly easy to line up. So I'm hoping for a good landing, because as you know, some of these on this channel are pretty poor. But that doesn't stop us. Still pretty much learning this. It's a hard thing to learn if you want to kind of advance as a pilot and just kind of get to know things a little bit better. Yeah, I can see why kind of a lot of airlines are moving towards this. Such better fuel economy. And ahead, my beloved Emirates are. I think they've placed some orders for these. I'm not certain, but I think they have, and eventually they'll replace them with the A380s with these, or maybe just the 777s, which I flew on last time. Don't recommend the 777 at all. What are you going to do? You got to get home. I flew out on the A380, which is always just totally bliss. We're making good progress here, actually, with this one. Okay, yeah, so as I said, we'll be kind of editing out, like, going over certain terrains, a lot of the stuff we don't really need to see. You can see it's doing a good speed though. Right. I must well use this more. It's got good range on it as well. Let's check out some camera angles. That's a nice one there. Oh, very good. Some airlines just for a joke put that on. You all want to see it, don't you? So those are the sort of exterior ones. Same showcase. These are good ones in that view. I always love that view. One of my moments fly, I always you can watch it on the telly, like the landing. I always tend to go with that one. That one as well, the engine. These, the lights as well, pretty cool. That one. I wonder if I could land it with that one. It's the big thing. That's what I always think. Could you land it like that? Possibly. I mean, there's not much difference between that and the one I usually have, like the chase cam. This one we just sort of on board. Look around the outside of it. Remember they announced the Dreamliner car? I can't think of how old it is actually. The Boeing Dreamliner. Autopilot's on, so I'll just have a look. Yeah, the 787 Dreamliner. First flight was in 2009. I know a few people that actually went on it, so I haven't been on one yet. It's quite big in Japan. I think a few airlines over here have got one. In the UK, America, of course. It's Boeing. Operators. Here we go. Just reading the Wikipedia page here. Before you think I'm a knowledge base of information, I'm certainly not. So just back in the cockpit again. Another. I think I switch. I'll try and get it as slow as I can, because this is the best way to kind of slow it down, I feel. It's by here reducing the altitude, and I tend to, my way of doing it is cutting the engines. I'm not sure that's right, but as I learn, as I get better, obviously I start doing things the right way more. So yeah, sorry, orders and deliveries. Okay. Emirates was the one we're looking at. There's a few variants of this actually. I'm just having Emirates. Yes, Emirates have ordered 30 of 787-9. I don't know when they're going into service though, like I said. But Etihad ordered 41 of them. That's fair play. It's 41 of that, and the variant after the 10, they've ordered more. So they've got Etihad have got 71, so they've got 41 of the 9, 30 of the 10. I mean, so I'm not certain when they get going, but yeah, loads of airlines. I think this is the future, everybody. This is what you want to be. This is what you want to be looking at. Yeah, and an unidentified customer has ordered 65. Well, that is for some billionaire. Qatar again ordered 60 of both variants. I think Qatar already flying them actually. Okay, back to this. Speed, yeah, this is a speed. We're going to be, I don't know, we're not too far off actually. Too far away from our sort of turn. Autopilot back on. I think with the autopilot though, it tends to kind of drift, but you can still sort of steer. Cut in again. That's a little achievement earned there. So we're fairly sort of far off. One thing I've kind of noticed with this at the minute is like the landing gear. We're having real problems with kind of deploying it. So I think it's because I can't slow the plane down enough. So yeah, we'll slow it down here. We'll put it down. And the altitude, bring that down a tad. See what happens. Kind of like even at the minute though. The speed is not going anywhere, the altitude's not going anywhere. Yeah. I'm just hoping we can make a good land. We're a bit far off the red line, as you can see in the map there. Hurtling towards our destination. It's a good speed. No complaints here about this aircraft at all. Not one. And of course, it's not modded into the game. And the stuff that's modded into the game are fine. Apart from the Concorde, it's just a bit clunky. It's a bit hard to control some of it. I mean, it is good. It's good stuff. But, you know, you want something that Microsoft have kind of put in there, or the studio that makes it, something they've done, because it's going to be accurate. It's going to have all the controls going to be in the right places. It's going to be pretty much identical to the real life thing. But, you know, when no disrespect to all the modders. I mean, I love the modded content. Don't get me wrong, but some of it's a bit clunky. Like I say, it's very hard to control at the Beluga. You've seen that video. Give that a watch. You can barely keep it like in one place. Yeah, I mean, you look at the stuff at the Microsoft Marketplace, and 20 quid plane and things like that. You're just thinking, am I that desperate to fly a 7.7? Not really. It depends what they bring to it though. If they bought like a stealth bomber, or what's the other one I wanted? One of the MD-10 or 11, something like that. So they've got the MD-10 on there actually. It's a flying hospital, so you can have a look around it. You can't actually fly it yet, but I'm hoping if they put that as paid content, that's something I'll gladly pay for because I want to use that. I want to see what that does. Probably put the FedEx livery on it as well. So as you can see, I've sort of cut the engine a tad. Bring it down a bit. As you can see, I'm still going very fast. But yeah, I bought the messing around with the engines a bit. Just don't want to come in too fast at all. It's all about that. If you can keep the nose up upon landing, slow it right down. And we are not far at all now from that. The turn isn't too far. I know exactly where this airport is. I've practiced it. There's no awkward loops, anything like that. It's literally a left turn. There's your runway, plonk it down sort of thing. Yeah, don't be afraid to use the autopilot. I mean, this is my first time using it. To be honest, I'm going to use it probably a lot more. It's less hassle. It sets you in a direction, sets you at a good speed. You can set the speed. Before I wasn't using it, just as you can see, some of the apps. What I've had to do is a lot of my modded content as well since these updates. I've had to kind of delete it and like reinstall. Sorry. Okay, so turned autopilot off. Autopilot is disconnected now. So this is going to be all me. A weirdly. Very, very good feeling about this. I think I can plonk it down, so there's an airfield there. The old me would have been tempted to just stick it there, although it's not the destination. You can get alternative transport to international. We're going to put this down. San Francisco International. Beginning that turn, it's not a great turn. The distance is not great. It's not like a sharp turn. You just kind of glide the plane the direction you want to go. If you look in the distance just past that marker, you can kind of see it. Kind of see the runway. That's over there. Okay. Gradual turn. One last look at the fantastic livery. I've not been paid by them, by the way, so I don't think I'm one of them. If they did want to sponsor the videos, I wouldn't say so. A little helps, isn't it? The speed's coming down quite nicely. As we approach where we need to be. This is not looking bad. I want to put the gear down a little bit.
Norcal approach Cloven Bulb 7905. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
I have attempted to put the gear down. It is not dropping yet. I think it's a bit too fast. And there's our airport there, the distance just on the left. Speed's dropping nicely. This is very good. Very easy to control. Again, lining it up. Kind of see where I need to put it. That is not looking bad. Just wish it'd slow down a bit more. It's coming down okay though. Still no landing gear, I'm trying. Maybe it's a bit early. It's getting me nervous actually. Okay. 1,000 now.
Landing gear.
Yeah.
Landing gear.
Yeah, me and you both, mate.
Landing gear. Landing
Trying.
gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
Try and find it in here.
landing gear.
No.
Landing gear.
There's a flap, so we pull them down. See what happens.
Landing gear.
I should slow things nicely.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yeah, I'm literally smashing the button to pieces. Like, come down.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
It's slower though.
landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
Flaps down a little bit more. Slow it.
landing gear.
Ah, there we go. It's coming down. Finally. Okay, now we got to concentrate on. It's just center line. Putting it down nicely.
400.
Decent speed as well. Don't lag. How close can we get this to center line? Can we
San
now?
Francisco Tower, Cloven Bulb 7905 is 3 miles southeast, 400 feet with whiskey to land.
Okay, here we go.
Cloven Bulb 7905 San Francisco Tower.
According to that, we're a bit off. That's the wrong runway. Anyway, it's going down, whatever. Okay, here it comes.
Caution the Boeing B-78X landing runway 28 right. Clear to land runway 28 right.
200. 100. 50. 30. 20.
Yes.
10.
Cloven Bulb 7905.
Oh, that is spot on. Maybe my best ever landing, I think. Alright, well, thanks very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.